This video is addressed to people who actually, unironically, really do want to actually go to the raid and actually try and get into Area 51. There are other more productive things you could organize that would change the world, and then you wouldn't want to kill yourself by unironically invading Area 51 anymore. On June 27th, some random people made a Facebook post that just says, "Storm Area 51. They can't stop all of us." And I remember seeing this the day it happened, and just thinking like, wow, humanity has reached an all-time low. And now, don't get me wrong, the government has done many terrible things in the past, and they do keep secrets from the public that they shouldn't keep from the public. But this is so insanely idiotic, I don't even know where to begin. Let's just ignore the fact that the guy who organized the event said in an interview that it was supposed to be a joke. And every sane person has forgotten about this by now, or is counting down to make memes about it, or go visit the area and have fun, or whatever. But just, this event has made me lose all of my remaining faith in any form of humanity had by any form of anyone in the country or in the world. I have seen just about 0 people, and I've done some digging to see if there are any people doing this. There are 0 people that are just like, okay, guys, unironically, please, don't actually storm Area 51. Don't do it. Please. PewDiePie's said to do it. That'll be a new controversy he'll get himself in if that actually does happen. If people do it, then people blame PewDiePie. I don't think he's responsible. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just pointing it out. I just can't believe that we live in a society where people can just unironically say, hey, let's storm a place. They can't stop all of us. And there are a lot of people who want to actually do it. Listen, think about this logically for a second. What would the government do? What would the government do the moment they hear everyone wants to raid a top secret government agency area in 2 months? What are they going to do? Like 3 months. What are they going to do? They have 3 months to move anything top secret out of the building to another place, to just transport all the super secret stuff to somewhere else. They have so many options. There are so many things they could do. I've seen some people, some fringe groups pop up who are like, we need to take back America. We need to show our government that they have a reason to be afraid. It's like, bruh, no one is afraid of a bunch of unarmed people, or even armed people, storming a random base in the middle of the desert with 3 months to prepare. That's like if you went on a Minecraft server and you said, I'm gonna raid the admin's house, everyone, and we're doing it at the end of next summer, and we're doing it to show that he isn't the boss of us. It's like, bruh, he has until the end of next summer to. It's so stupid. I shouldn't have to explain why this is stupid, but here we are. I just want to spread the word. This is completely unironic. There's no jokes here. I don't care how stupid I look. I think it really says something that I have to be embarrassed saying this, because people are like, oh no, you're ruining the joke. Stop it. No, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Don't storm Area 51. This is not a joke. You will actually either die or be very disappointed, or dehydrated, or all 3 of those things in one day. I feel like the only people still wanting to do this, they must be either extremely, just stupid in terms of strategy and understanding how these things work and why that's not a good idea, or they're just suicidal and they want some fun way to go out. That's the only 2 things I can think of. So, together we can make society a better place. You want to know a better thing to do on September 20th, 2019 than all traveling to Nevada and trying to storm a government base in the middle of the freaking desert where they research weapon technology? You know what would be a better use of your time? If on September 20th, 2019, we all raided Amazon headquarters. That's not even my idea. Don't actually do what I just said. There's even better ways. I know this is a really difficult concept for people to grasp, but there's some humane things we could do on September 20th, 2019 that don't involve death. I know, it's crazy. Like, I don't know. Or we could pick any day. It doesn't even have to be September 20th. It could be September 10th. It could be any time. We could just pick a day to just decide, hey, on this day, everyone is going to stop buying meat because they can't stop all of us from stopping buying meat if we all do it at the same time. Or, I don't know, anything. It doesn't have to be something political like that. It can be anything. Just pick something that you want to do with your life and just do it. I feel like that's why so many of these like suicidal people, I feel like they really just want a purpose. They want somewhere to fit themselves into society, into the world. So if you are one of those people who unironically wants to storm Area 51 on September 20th, 2019, and you are still somehow watching this video, then from me to you, I know how it feels to be in a place in your life where you feel like nothing can go anywhere. And I know what it feels like to feel like you have to go to extremes for people to take you seriously. But take it from me, someone with experience, going to extremes doesn't accomplish anything. It doesn't bring about social change. It doesn't bring about cultural change. It sure as heck doesn't make people take you seriously. And it's not even as fun as you think it is. You end up being severely disappointed by how much you hyped it up in your head. So just please, don't do this. Now, I have at least a small amount of faith in humanity, and I like to believe that our government isn't so astronomically stupid that they would actually continue to house top secret stuff here, knowing that this event is coming. And I also highly doubt that they would actually try to kill people trying to storm the place if there were like 20 of them. They would probably just hire a bunch of police, a bunch of professionals to keep them out, just like not let them in without causing them any physical harm. Because this is the U.S. government we're talking about here. They don't want to look bad. That's definitely not what they want to do. And like, obviously the meme's been fun. We've had a lot of fun talking about it because it's like fun to meme about things that are so surreal. But I'm just getting very concerned because I'm meeting more and more and more and more people who completely, legitimately, actually want to do this. And some of them I've found out were just joking the whole time and just under 7 layers of irony. But I just know, deep in my heart, that there are at least a few thousand people out there who unironically want to do this and are going to do it. And part of me is tempted to travel there just so I can be like moral support and just like, guys, come on, there's better things to do. Hey, amazing business opportunity, right? Go to the Nevada desert and just open up a water park right next to Area 51. just outside the government jurisdiction. Just build a freaking water park there. Like a really temporary one. Or just put up a bunch of bouncy houses. Even though there's like no electricity, so I don't know how you do that. But shut up. You can figure it out. You can bring a generator or something. If you still really just want to kill yourself by invading a government thing in the middle of nowhere that won't bring about any social change and won't uncover any conspiracies, and something really disturbing about this whole situation that I've had to put up with is the fact that everyone covering this is like joking about it, and everyone who isn't joking is trying to profit off of it somehow. Every single person I've seen is trying to make some either social gain where they're trying to be, haha, I'm the funny guy who jokes about serious issues, or haha, I'm the funny news network who's like, oh, but there's aliens in there, and it's like, oh, maybe they could uncover some secrets. I've seen so many news organizations cover this who say something along the lines of, Area 51 has been for the longest time the subject of various conspiracy theories surrounding aliens and alien life forms, and maybe that these guys could uncover some secret. Like, I've heard people unironically say stuff like that on national television, and I'm like, do you understand the reach that has? Do you understand that there are people who will actually listen to you? Basically, it just confirmed that news stations were as bad of people as I thought they were, because instead of saying, just, this is happening, or heaven forbid, this is happening, and our personal opinion is, don't do this, it's a bad idea. Instead, they're like, people are wanting to raid Area 51. Area 51 has been a place where the government has held a lot of secrets. If you go here, you'll get a lot of secrets. And it's like, you're doing this for viewer retention. You value viewer retention over the possibility that someone might actually kill themselves. And I've seen, not to mention the numerous YouTube comments I've seen that are just along the lines of like, haha, these guys will go out in the desert and get shot and it'll be funny and I'll be watching on the sidelines with a smile. Natural selection. I'm just like, are you so desperate for any form whatsoever at all of any social approval that you're willing to be like, haha, yeah, these guys will all kill themselves and it's funny because they're all stupid. You care more about feeling smarter than an actual 2 IQ moron brainlet than you do about being a better person. 90% of people would look at this video and say, I'm reading into this too deeply. I don't care. If this saves one person's life, I think that's one nut job's life who was planning on doing this. I think that's a little more important than the 2 people who are going to think, oh, this guy's an idiot for making this video. Wow, he's so sensitive. I think we need to stop blending irony and human lives. We have regressed so far as a species that we are willing to get a quick laugh out of, haha, it's funny because we would kill ourselves and it would be really funny, wouldn't it? Haha, it's a really funny meme that we could all just storm a government agency base and the government wouldn't be able to do anything about it because that's how little power our institutions actually have. That's the point of the meme, but then some people took it the wrong way and took it as, our brotherhood stems on the fact that at 20th of September we will all meet and sign the Declaration of Independence from sanity, and we will storm this random base in the middle of the desert. It's like, there are people out there who actually want to do this. And instead of trying to reach out to these people and be like, hey, that's a really bad idea, and try to genuinely help them, our culture is more concerned with just laughing at it, because laughing at it is easier. Now, I'm not trying to be a preachy preacher and say that we should find and seek out every single person having even the slightest of problems, no matter how unjustified those problems may be, and try to comfort them. Although I would do that myself, but I'm not preaching that everyone should do that and you're a bad person if you don't do that. What I am preaching is that you are a bad person if you continue to fuel the joke in public, and you continue to fuel the joke in non-private groups, and it's not just an inside joke anymore, and it's like it's a YouTube comment, or it's a freaking, like, and I know that most people, like, and when I say most people, I mean 99.9% of people do not take this seriously, don't think anything of it. It's just a dumb, stupid little joke to them, but, like, you are actually endangering the lives of some mentally ill people by making this joke. And instead of just not making the fucking joke, and just not, heaven forbid, there's a joke to be made, you just don't make it. You're more concerned about the 2 ounces of joy you'll get for 10 seconds when you look at one meme than you are about a few people who might actually kill themselves over what you're suggesting them to do. Everything in existence has to be memed. We can't just exist on this planet anymore. Everything has to have a joke made out of it. We have to laugh at someone else's expense who's just imagine being that stupid. Imagine unironically, like, actually being so stupid that you would do this thing that this person did. And that's all we spend our freaking time doing. We cancel people, we go around looking for people to shift blame of all of our problems onto, and we don't try to solve any problems. And when I say we, I'm being part of the problem right now, because I'm trying to be like, all of humanity is the same person, and I'm the good one who does all the correct things, and all of you idiots watching this video are all part of this problem I'm describing. That's why I'm using vague terms. Really, all social anything at the end of the day is using a currency and is kind of being immoral. But I feel like there should be a wall somewhere. There should be a line that we draw, and we're just like, okay, at this point, we just stop fucking joking about it, and we just leave it alone. And we just let it die. Not everything has to exist. Like, people use memes as, like, a proxy to exist through, and it's just like, just live your freaking life. The fact that you're alive is amazing enough. You don't need to storm Area 51 for your life to have purpose. And you don't need to joke about people who are stupid enough to storm Area 51 at their expense. to feel good about yourself. It's just depressing to me that this is a meme. It's depressing to me that people find this so funny and that people freaking bring it up every single day. It's like, it's not even funny. It stopped being funny after 5 minutes. And yet the majority of people are still joking about it. Like, the first time I ever heard the joke, I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty funny. And then a couple of jokes after that where they're like, we go into Area 51 and then we leave with, like, hot girls and Ferraris and alien technology. It's like, yeah, that's a funny joke, I guess. But then, like, you just keep going. And you just keep making more jokes at the expense of, like, I don't know, mentally insane people. I just thought we were past this. I just assume people don't like to make dumb, random frickin' jokes about, like, meaningless shit. There's more emotions than just haha funny. Look at my phone. I found a haha funny. And the fact that it's gotten so far into this, like, depth of bad that people are starting to meme about, wouldn't it be funny if we all did a mass suicide pact while anime running? Even if it's natural selection at that point, it's like, there's a point where you just stop joking about something because it's like you're trying chance. You're like, you're nudging at these mentally insane people and whispering in their ear, like, hey, you should go do that thing because it'd be really funny. And you think that that's a better way to spend your life than by, I don't know, maybe fucking fixing the problems that cause people to be this mentally ill in the first place, instead of jerking off to porn all day and then going home and saying that, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we stored raided Area 51? I'm done. This is getting out of hand. When a small group of people who are clearly mentally ill want to form a suicide pact doing something extremely stupid, we think that a better option than just dispatching a small amount of people to help them is to instead just stand on the sidelines and watch and laugh at them as they do it. And just pat ourselves on the back because we're smart enough to not do it. That's so messed up. That's basically what I'm trying to say. If you enjoyed it,